upon a time, in the beautiful city of Jos, Plateau State, there lived a young girl called Hawa. Hawa was fine like Chinese porcelain, beautiful like sunset over Jos Hills, and her body was shaped like Coca-Cola bottle, the original glass one, not the plastic one. But there was one problem with our Hawa. This girl was too picky, too choosy, too I don't settle for less. Every young man in Jos who tried to toast her, she would reject them like Jan rejecting fake results. Hawa, this boy is handsome, her friends would say. His nose is too flat, Hawa would reply, turning her face like someone who smelled rotten fish. But this other one has money. His father owns 3 filling stations. Yeah, but his legs are too short. I cannot marry somebody whose legs look like chair legs. Hawa, what about this one? He's tall, handsome, rich, and he goes to church. But his voice is too squeaky. When he talks, he sounds like mouse reading news. I cannot cope.
Her mother, Mama Howa, a trader at Terminus Market, would shake her head like a gamma lizard. This girl will reject man until she rejects herself out of marriage market. Howa, you are 24 years old though. Your mates are getting married, having children, and you are here forming Beyonce. But Howa didn't care. She had standards. She wanted a man who was tall like Iroko tree, handsome like Idris Elba, rich like Dangote, and romantic like the men in Mexican telenovela. Was that too much to ask? Well, the universe heard her request. But you see, when you ask the universe for something without specifying properly, the universe might give you exactly what you asked for, but with serious terms and conditions attached. It happened on a cool Friday evening. Hawa had gone to her friend Blessing's birthday party at a hotel near Rayfield. The party was lively. Music was blasting. Boom, boom, boom. People were dancing like their lives depended on it. Food was plenty. Jollof rice swimming in stew, fried rice looking like rainbow, chicken that would make you forget your name. Hawa was sitting at a table with her friends, forming fine girl, when she saw him. Kai, this man was fine, no? Not just fine, he was fine! Capital F, capital I, capital N, capital E with 10 exclamation marks. He was tall, maybe 6 feet 3 inches. His skin was chocolate brown, like expensive Godiva chocolate. His face was carved like sculpture in museum. His smile could light up the whole of Jos without NEPA. He was wearing white kaftan that made him look like angel who lost his way from heaven and landed in Jos Hotel. And the most mysterious thing, he was looking directly at Hawa like she was the only person in the room. Blessing, Hawa grabbed her friend's arm so tight that Blessing almost dropped her drink. Who is that man? Blessing looked where Hawa was pointing. Which man? That one, the tall, handsome man in white kaftan standing near the DJ. Blessing squinted her eyes like someone trying to read small text. Hawa, I don't see anybody in white kaftano. The only person standing near the DJ is the DJ himself, and that one is wearing black shirts. Are you blind? Hawa was getting frustrated like student who cannot find her exam number. He is right there, white kaftan, looking at me. Her other friends, Khadija and Ngozi, also looked. They saw nothing, nobody, just empty space where Hawa was pointing. Hawa, are you okay? Khadija asked, touching Hawa's forehead to check for fever. Did you drink something? Did somebody put something in your drink? But Hawa wasn't listening. The handsome man was now walking towards her table, walking with swag like model on runway, and nobody in the room seemed to see him except Hawa. He reached her table and smiled. That smiley, it was like sunshine breaking through clouds after rain. Hello, beautiful, he said, and his voice was smooth like honey mixed with butter. My name is Yakubu.
Yakubu Musa, can I sit with you? Hawa's heart was beating like talking drum during festival. Boom, kum, kum, kum. Yes, she stammered, sounding like broken radio. He sat down, but here is the thing that would make your brain scatter. When he sat, the chair didn't make any sound. No creaking, no scraping, nothing. It was like he weighed nothing at all. You are very beautiful, Yakubu said, staring at Howa with eyes that seemed to look into her soul. I have been watching you. Now, if Howa had sense like person with working brain, this statement, I have been watching you, should have raised red flag bigger than Nigerian flag on Independence Day. But love is blind, oh, and when fine boy is involved, some girl's common sense will pack bag and travel to Sambisa Forest.
Thank you, Howa said, blushing like a ripe tomato. You are very handsome yourself. They talked for hours. Yakubu was everything Howa had ever wanted. He was romantic, intelligent, funny, and he listened to her like she was reading the secret to eternal life. He told her he was a businessman, that he traveled a lot, that he had been looking for the right woman to settle down with. Howa, I know this might sound crazy, Yakubu said, holding her hand, and his hand was cold though, like ice block from freezer. But I think I am falling in love with you. Hawa's friends were watching her with confusion plastered on their faces like badly done makeup. Because from their point of view, Howa was sitting there, smiling at empty air, talking to herself like mad person. Howa, Blessing whispered urgently, pulling her friend aside. What is wrong with you? Why are you talking to yourself? Are you okay? I am talking to Yakubu, Howa said, annoyed like someone whose favorite movie was interrupted. The handsome man I introduced you to. There is no man there, all her friends shouted at the same time. But Howa thought her friends were just jealous. You see, that is what love, or what she thought was love, can do to a person's brain. It will make you deny reality like politicians denying corruption. From that night, Yakubu and Howa started dating. But this relationship was strange, oh. Very, very strange. First of all, Yakubu only visited at night. When Howa asked why, he would say, oh, my business keeps me busy during the day. I can only see you after 8 p.m. Red flag number 1. But Howa's love goggles were blocking her vision. Secondly, whenever they went out together, people would look at Howa like she had grown 2 heads because they would see this beautiful girl, all dressed up, walking alone, talking to air, laughing at nothing. One day, Howa and Yakubu went to a restaurant near Bukuru. Howa was talking and laughing, feeding someone across the table. The waiter came to take order. Madam, what would you like? I will have fried rice and chicken, and my boyfriend will have... Boyfriend? The waiter looked around like he was searching for missing person. Madam, you came alone, no? No, my boyfriend is sitting right here. Howa pointed at Yakubu, who was smiling that mysterious smile. The waiter's eyes went wide like someone who saw a masquerade without costume. He ran to the back and called the manager. Oga, there is one girl, oh. She is saying she came with boyfriend, but there is nobody with her. She is talking to empty chair. Red flag number 2. But Howa still didn't see it. The relationship continued for 3 months. 3 whole months of Howa dating invisible man. Her family was worried like parents whose child refused to come home. Her friends had practically given up on her. That girl has gone mad, people whispered in the market. She is talking to spirits. Someone should take her to church for deliverance. Then one night, oh, this night was special, oh. Yakubu came to visit Howa in her room. She lived alone in a self-contained near Lamingo. Things got romantic. You know what I mean. I don't need to draw a diagram for you. The next morning, Yakubu was gone. as usual. He always disappeared before sunrise like vampire in movies. But something was different. Howa felt strange, different, changed. 2 weeks later, she missed her period. Then another week. Then morning sickness started. She was vomiting like person who drank kai mixed with kerosene. I think I am pregnant, Howa told Yakubu when he visited that night. Yakubu's face changed. The smile disappeared like light during Nepa takeaway. Pregnant? Are you sure? Yes, I did 3 tests, all positive. Look, she showed him the pregnancy test strips. Yakubu stood up slowly, and for the first time, Howa noticed something terrifying. When he moved, his feet were not touching the ground. He was floating like balloon filled with air. Yakubu, why are your feet? Howa, Yakubu said, his voice now sounding different, hollow, like someone talking from inside empty drum. I need to tell you something. I am not alive. I died 6 years ago. Thunder fired the devil and break his leg. Howa screamed so loud that her neighbors thought armed robbers had entered the compound. What? What do you mean you are dead? I died in a car accident on Zaria Road in 2018, Yakubu explained, his form now becoming transparent like ghosts in movies. But I had unfinished business. I wanted to experience love, real love, so my spirit remained searching for the right woman. I found you, Howa, and I love you. But now there is a problem. Problem? Howa was shaking like leaf in hurricane. You are a ghost and you got me pregnant. That is not problem. That is disaster. That is catastrophe. That is backboss of the highest order. I didn't know this would happen, Yakubu said, looking sorry like person who spoiled expensive thing. I didn't know I could get you pregnant. I am a spirit. Spirits are not supposed to be able to do that. Howa fainted, just collapsed like bag of beans. Bam! When she woke up, Yakubu was gone, vanished, disappeared like Houdini doing magic trick. The next few weeks were hell for Howa. Her stomach started growing. Her friends and family who hadn't seen the boyfriend were now demanding answers. Howa, who is responsible for this pregnancy? Her mother demanded, her voice sharp like fresh razor blade. It's Yakubu, Howa whispered. Which Yakubu? Where is he? Tell him to come and see me now. He cannot come. Why? Is he a coward? Is he running away from responsibility? How could Howa explain that her baby daddy was a ghost, a spirit, a dead person? They would lock her in psychiatric hospital faster than you can say neuropsychiatric hospital Lantoro. She decided to go to church, Redemption Gospel Church at Bukuru, where Pastor Mrs. Jumoke Adeniji preached with fire that could scatter demons like children running from masquerade. Pastor Ma! Howa burst into the church office, crying like person whose house was on fire. I need help! I am pregnant for ghosts! Pastor Jumoke, a woman from Ekiti State who had been casting out demons since 1995, didn't even look surprised. She had seen everything in her ministry. People vomiting frogs, people with 6 demons living in their belly button, people married to mermaids. So, ghost pregnancy was just another Tuesday for her. Sit down, my daughter, Pastor Jumoke said calmly. Tell me everything. Howa explained the whole story, from the party to the invisible boyfriend to the pregnancy. As she talked, Pastor Jumoke's face became more and more serious, like headmaster about to suspend stubborn students. This is serious, the pastor said when Howa finished. Very serious. What you are carrying is not ordinary pregnancy. This is hybrid baby, half human, half spirit. We need to act fast before things get more complicated. Complicated? Howa screamed. How can things get more complicated than being pregnant for ghosts? My dear,
Pastor Jumoke said, her voice dropping to whisper, like someone sharing a secret. If this baby is born, it will have spiritual powers. It will be able to see both worlds, the living and the dead. Some of these children become great prophets and seers, but others become doorways for evil spirits to enter our world. We need to find out which one this will be. That night, Pastor Jumoke organized special prayer session. They prayed from 10 p.m. to 4 a.m. They were shouting, "Fire! Fire! Fire!" They were binding and casting. They were rebuking and rejecting. The spiritual warfare was so intense that even mosquitoes ran away from the church. And then, at exactly 3:33 a.m., you know that is witchcraft hour, Yakubu appeared right there in the church. Everybody could see him now, visible like normal person. "Blood of Jesus!" People started screaming and running like they saw masquerade. But Pastor Jumoke stood her ground like soldier at war front. "Yakubu Musa, spirit of the dead, what is your mission with this girl?" Yakubu looked sad. Not evil, just sad like person carrying heavy burden. "Pastor, I meant no harm. I just wanted to love and be loved. Is that too much to ask?" "You are dead," Pastor Jumoke shouted. "Dead people should rest in peace, not be dating living people and impregnating them like irresponsible boyfriend."
"I know," Yakubu admitted, his spirit form flickering like bad fluorescent tube. "But when I saw Howa, I couldn't help myself. She was exactly what I had wanted when I was alive, the woman I never got to marry." Then he turned to Howa, who was hiding behind 3 choir members like child hiding behind mother's wrapper. "Howa, I am sorry. I truly love you, but I know this is wrong. I cannot continue to disturb your life. The baby you are carrying is special, very special. He will be a prophet, a seer. He will help many people. Please take care of him. Name him Yakubu after me and tell him his father loved his mother very much."
"Wait," Howa shouted, finally finding her voice. "You cannot just impregnate somebody and then give touching speech and disappear. That is not how it works. What about child support? What about prenatal care? What about labor and delivery? Ghostman, we need to talk." But it was too late. Yakubu was fading, like TV signal during rain. "I will always watch over both of you," his voice echoed as he disappeared completely. "Always." And then he was gone. For real this time. Gone to wherever ghosts go when their business on earth is finished. Pastor Jumoke turned to Howa. "My daughter, this pregnancy is blessed by God. Even though the circumstances are unusual, God can use anything, even ghost pregnancy, to bring forth his purpose." Howa's pregnancy continued normally after that night. Well, as normal as ghost pregnancy can be. The baby kicked like footballer training for World Cup. The ultrasound showed a healthy baby boy. And sometimes, late at night, Howa would feel a cold presence beside her, like someone watching over her protectively. Her mother eventually accepted the situation. After much crying, praying, and threatening to disown Howa. At this point, Mama Howa said, "I have seen enough to write book. My daughter is pregnant for ghosts. If you had told me this 10 years ago, I would have laughed until my liver burst. But here we are." 9 months later, Howa gave birth to a beautiful baby boy at Plateau Specialist Hospital. The moment that baby came out, the nurses gasped. The baby had his eyes wide open, looking around the room like tourists seeing new place for first time. "This baby born with eyes open, oh," the midwife exclaimed. "This one will be special. He will see things that normal people cannot see." They named him Yakubu as the father had requested. And true to the prophecy, little Yakubu was indeed special. Very special. From the age of 2, he would point at empty spaces and say, "Mama, why is that woman standing there? or Papa is here, referring to his ghost father who apparently visited regularly. By age 5, he could predict things before they happened. Mama, don't go to market today. There will be accident on the road. And true enough, there would be accident. By age 10, people from all over Jos were coming to consult him. Prophet Yakubu, please pray for me. He would pray and miracles would happen. The boy became famous. International churches invited him to minister. He appeared on TBN. He had his own YouTube channel with 5 million subscribers. This baby born with eyes open, oh, the midwife exclaimed. This one will be special. He will see things that normal people cannot see. They named him Yakubu as the father had requested. And true to the prophecy, little Yakubu was indeed special. Very special. From the age of 2, he would point at empty spaces and say, Mama, why is that woman standing there? Or Papa is here, referring to his ghost father who apparently visited regularly. By age 5, he could predict things before they happened. Mama, don't go to market today. There will be accident on the road. And true enough, there would be accident. By age 10, people from all over Jos were coming to consult him. Prophet Yakubu, please pray for me. He would pray and miracles would happen. The boy became famous. International churches invited him to minister. He appeared on TBN. He had his own YouTube channel with 5 million subscribers. And sometimes, when people asked him about his father, he would smile mysteriously and say, My father is always with me. You may not see him, but he is here. He protects me. He guides me. He loves me. As for Howa, she became founder of Support Group for Women with Unusual Pregnancies, SGWUP. Because after her story went viral on social media, other women started coming out with their own strange pregnancy stories. My baby daddy is mermaid. I got pregnant from dream. My child's father is masquerade. Nigeria, my people. This country is not for the faint-hearted. Today, Howa lives in a big house in Rayfield, bought by her son, Prophet Yakubu, with his ministry money. She travels the world, sharing her testimony and teaching women important lessons. The moral lesson of this story. Oh, it is plenty. Lesson 1. Not everyone you see with your physical eyes is living person. If your friends cannot see your boyfriend, please ask questions. If your family cannot see him, investigate. If he only appears at night and disappears before sunrise, sister, run. That is not boyfriend. That is spiritual husband, ghost lover, or demon practicing romance. Lesson 2. Be careful what you wish for. Howa wanted perfect man. Tall, handsome, romantic, rich. She got exactly that, but he came with terms and conditions she didn't read. When making requests to the universe, please add, and he must be alive, living, breathing, with valid pulse and heartbeat. God can use anything, even your mistakes, to bring about his purpose. Yes, Howa's situation was unusual. Unusual is even small word, Seth. It was crazy. But from that situation came a powerful prophet who has helped thousands of people. I hope you enjoy the stories. Please don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel for more interesting stories.